No one could explain what happened that night. It started like any other evening, quiet streets, dim lights, and the soft hum of the city settling into sleep. People went about their routines, unaware that something unseen was already moving among them. At first, it felt like nothing more than noise. Fragments of conversations, half-heard words, screens glowing with meaningless updates, messages overlapping, languages colliding. Everything felt scattered. Then the storm came. Not the kind with rain and thunder, but a storm of confusion. Systems failed. Signals crossed. Screens froze. Information poured in without logic or order. It felt like reality itself had lost its structure. Some noticed it immediately. Others ignored it. A man stood at a train station, staring at a screen that no longer made sense. A woman refreshed her phone again and again, unable to understand the messages appearing. A child asked a question no adult could answer. And beneath all that chaos, one thing became clear. Something important had been forgotten. In the middle of this digital noise, a single voice tried to break through. It wasn't loud. It wasn't confident. But it was real. The voice spoke of people, not data, of responsibility, not convenience, of how easily truth can disappear when everyone is speaking, but no one is listening. Some laughed it off, some scrolled past it, others felt uncomfortable, because deep down, they recognized it. The world had become fast, loud, efficient, yet strangely empty. Wars were discussed like headlines, suffering became background noise. Kindness felt outdated, and still, the voice continued. It spoke of choices, small ones, of how ignoring a moment can shape an entire future, of how humanity doesn't collapse all at once. It fades, quietly, piece by piece. People began to notice patterns, the same mistakes, the same cycles repeating, different countries, different languages, same outcome. And suddenly, the chaos made sense. It wasn't random. It was a mirror, a reflection of a world moving too fast to care, too distracted to stop, too comfortable to question where it was heading. The storm wasn't outside. It was inside, all of us. And the most dangerous part, most people still didn't realize it. Then came the moment no one expected. The noise stopped, not because the world became calm, but because people finally listened. The screens went dark, the voices faded, and, for the first time in a long while, silence forced reflection. That's when the truth settled in. Nothing had been hacked. Nothing had attacked from the outside. The collapse wasn't caused by technology, or language, or systems. It was caused by neglect. Neglect of empathy, neglect of responsibility, neglect of the simple act of caring beyond ourselves. The storm had been warning us all along. Every ignored message, every overlooked human story, every time convenience mattered more than conscience. But even then it wasn't too late, because awareness is where change begins. One person choosing to listen, one moment of pause, one decision to act with purpose instead of habit. That's how chaos ends. Not with answers handed down, but with people finally asking the right questions. And maybe, just maybe, the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more humanity.